and they don't like abortion.
Yeah.
They like having 18 fucking kids.
And gay
All
marriage.
right?
And gay marriage.
They hate that shit. Yeah. They got all sorts of mean words for that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like I saw a poll where it was like I think it was like 75 or 80% of Spanish Catholics living in the United States, or Hispanic Catholics that live in the United States, oppose gay marriage. Like they were the most opposed of any of the.
I don't think gay marriage approval is going to go in that direction, though. I think it's going to get more and more accepted every decade as time goes by.
Yeah, it's like interracial marriage,
right? But the Democrats have some other stuff wrong, and the one I'm thinking of really is like some of their passion around trans issues, particularly biological males and female sports. Like, bro, this is a bad position. Would you just drop it? Stop that. What
did you call me?
I saw this is like 5 years ago, but the guy that won the Texas state.
Trans people represent 0.5% of the population in adults, and they take up about 50% of the discourse online.
Yep.
So I think
they're loud. I agree. They're a very loud and obnoxious group of people. I'm glad you were the one to step out of line and really
that last touch comes through.
What were we talking about?
Jews. Have you ever seen that video where they put like 5 or 6 people together and they all sort of introduce each other to themselves and have a conversation quickly about what their jobs are and their lives or whatever, and then they have one of them, this one girl, arrange them all in an order of IQ. Like she has to arrange, including herself. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a show that does that. Like that. I know the one you're talking about, but I've also seen like 7 more where they get different participants.
She's obnoxious. She's like, well, I'm like this and that, and I do this, and I got this degree and this job.
Right? She's academically successful.
She claimed to be, and I think she put herself at the front, but they start working from first to last. And they're like, all right, here are the results. And like this dude that she didn't think much of, smartest guy in the fucking room, but slide him right up there to the fucking pole position. Yeah. Number 2 there, that's him. She was talking shit on number 2, who looks a little awkward with the jeans there.
So who did the ranking? 4?
4, I think, is the one who thought highly of herself.
4 did. Yeah.
Hi!
There we go.
There she is. Perfect.
I was going to show off my sports bra.
I specifically requested a neon-colored sports bra.
Oh, I didn't hear neon. It's got some neon in it.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so this is a new segment of the show Kyle came up with called Make Heather Uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I feel like I've come woefully unprepared. I've got a couple of prepared questions, and then I guess I'm just gonna have to freeball it from there because I guess I watched enough Howard Stern this week, hopefully to help me here.
This is the recipient of all those penis pictures.
Isn't working because you guys gave me no time to get ready.
You've had a week.
You've had a week to get ready. Heather, if you could ballpark it, how many penis pictures do you think you've had since you started this gig?
I actually have a folder of penis pictures.
No.
Yeah, I have a folder of them.
You keep your child porn?
You saved them all?
Say that again?
You saved them all?
Yeah.
No, not all of them. Not the ones from the beginning, but maybe the last 2-3 months. I've saved them. I got some pretty good ones. I got one of Barbie kissing a dick, and I got one of a KKK dick that's lefty's dick. They're pretty good. I like them. It's my little penis arsenal, our little arsenal of penises.
Do many of these penises look under 18?
Is there a way to tell? I mean, isn't it like, after 12 or 13, they all kind of look the same?
In my case, like after 16, but yeah, I guess.
I haven't noticed any ones that do look like they're under the age of 16. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay, so just borderline child pornography. Good to know. Moving along.
Yeah, you might want to delete all of that.
No, what she's saying is that they're only fully developed. That's what the 16 thing
is that if you've ever seen that scene from Office Space where they take the fax machine out in the field, you should do that to your hard drive.
Yes, I actually just bought a computer this morning that I was going to use for PKA, but you didn't give me enough time to set it up.
Well, your computer doesn't matter. You're here now. That's all everybody cares about. You're on camera. You got your sports bra on. It's going to be a good time.
I don't know. I kind of want to hear about the computer. No, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Lefty.
Who cares if the audio's screwed up? I'm here.
What's the graphics card like?
It's hot.
Like, just give me a computer that'll work, and that's what they gave me.
What temperature's that thing running at? Like 45 Celsius? Like, what do you got going on there?
is that aftermarket cooling or what?
It's definitely not as hot as me.
There you
Definitely.
go.
Liquid cooled, huh? That's wet.
I wonder who would win in a race to hook up their computer, Heather or Kyle? Oh, I want to start a race right now. Go.
Oh man, it's such a bitch setting it up, man. It really is.
Nice. Come on.
I'll have to pick a monitor, and the monitors
Woody
are
for
all.
that. Woody can
No, I've got
talk to you for hours. Oh,
I've
you've
got-
got the monitor.
I've got
like
like
6
monitors just stacked behind me. I wonder if you can see them.
Exactly. I've got 6 or 7 monitors in a room, and what I meant was I'll have to pick one of those, and I'll have to hook it up, and I don't know. There's those cords in the back, the blue ones. I don't know what they're called. It's like a hexagon on the back, lots of little pins. I never know which one my computer's set up to do. I always forget. So like it takes me at least an hour just to get the screen working.
Do you have Windows 7 or Windows 8?
It's Windows 7.
Yeah, see,
Windows
that's
8's
my problem is
atrocious.
I have Windows 8 and nothing works right.
Why are we on PC talk?
Yeah, we're supposed to be making me uncomfortable.
We gave you the floor to make her uncomfortable, and it just
What the hell?
choked a little bit.
Andrew, I apologize. Heather, you are Woody's Gamer Tag's agent. You are how old?
I old enough.
Old enough.
23.
Okay. 23 years
Yeah,
old.
we're gonna go with 23. I think that's a good age.
When did you lose your virginity? When did that happen?
15.
You were 15?
15.
What was this guy? What was this guy's deal? Was he your age? Was he older?
No, he was my age. He was a lot bigger than me. So at 15, I was probably about, I don't know, 85, 90 pounds, and he was 5'10", and about 250 pounds.
He
So
was a really big guy. Was this like an overweight guy? What's going on here?
no, yeah, he was overweight.
So did you enjoy the first time?
No.
No? I wouldn't think so. That sounds like a horrible experience.
It was kind of a horrible experience, and I was drinking, and yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't like all the.
All right, you're
shenanigans
taking all the fun out of this now. You're taking all the fun out of it. You made it all.
Drinking
You
at
made a bad
15.
experience.
Well, I
Yeah,
never.
I was
Drinking at 15. Wow, this is a terrible story now.
Don't do that, guys.
When was
21 to drink.
so we spoke to your husband about an hour ago, so we got a few inside details.
Are you kidding me?
So when was the first time that you were with a girl?
That was never.
It's not what I hear.
I've made out with lots of chicks.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
done that. But I've never been with a girl. I cannot get over the idea of licking a vagina, and I've been told that's the reason I'll never be a lesbian is because vaginas are ugly. They kind of remind me of wrinkled old grandmas. I don't even like the look of mine. So, I can't imagine doing anything with a vagina other than my own.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily have to. What if you were on the receiving end of some sort of lesbian experience? Wouldn't that be pleasurable? Because
Sure.
So you'd be up for that.
Yeah.
Have you ever suggested something like that to your husband? Because I know he expressed some interest.
I'm sure he would have if you'd actually talked to him. I'm thinking
We did.
actually talk to him.
The 3 of us called him before Joe made it. It's been about an hour and a
Hi,
half.
Joe. By the way, I didn't say hi to Joe.
How's it going?
And Lefty. Anyways, would I do it? Probably not.
Even if it was someone you were comfortable with, someone you were.
I think
friends
it
with?
would be worse if it was someone I was comfortable with.
Oh,
if
so
I
you-
did do it, it would be like someone I met at the bar or something. I don't think I could look at the person the same afterwards.
I wouldn't think so. So, what else would you be willing to do with a lady? Could you maybe use some sort of a device on the lady? Maybe strap something to yourself? I mean, that's within the realm of possibility. Then you don't have to lick anything. You can just kind of that'd
just
be a
kind
whole
of stick
fun
it in
experience.
there with a dildo or something. Yeah. I mean,
Because I think if you could
I was
sway.
really if that really turned me on, if that suddenly I started watching porn that did that, and I was like, ooh, that looks great, I'm gonna try that. I would do it, but I mean that just doesn't.
I think you're at
It's not
least.
something that I would do, but
I think
it's
you're at
something I
least
would have
50.
no problems doing if that's what turned me on.
Yeah, I think you're at least 50% lesbian.
I might be. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's actually, yeah, maybe a
And
little
you're-
bit lesbian. I tend to look at chicks as much as dudes, and compare
You're
them.
definitely 50% lesbian.
Yeah.
And now that you know your position on this road, you can start taking steps, and going. And you're only 23, so you've got plenty of time to experiment.
Plenty of time. I'll let you guys know as soon as it happens.
So you're tiny.
Yes.
How much do you weigh? You don't mind saying, do you?
No,
Because
I fluctuate between
37.
about 95 to 105 pounds, and I think right now I'm about 98. I've lost a lot recently.
And how tall are you?
I am 5'7".
Yeah, so you're super skinny, and I noticed you told me a story about why your butt is so small.
I told you a story why my butt is so small.
Yeah, you told me about how small your butt is and how you had to have the butt implant thing.
Oh yeah, that's not because my butt is small, but I do have a butt. My ass is worth $250,000, if not more, because they have implanted a medical device in it. It's actually connected to my bladder because I have a condition called interstitial cystitis, which is basically like a chronic bladder disorder.
Oh, that's right.
And I went for years with doctors just giving me opiates, and they didn't know what to do with me. I could barely get out of bed. It hurt really bad when I was about 18 or 19. So they implanted this medical device inside my butt, and it cost about $50,000 for just the device, and then the surgery cost more. And then it broke because I have no fat in my butt at all.
So when they put
That's
it
what it was.
in your butt, is this a butt cheek we're talking about?
Oh, yeah, you want to see it? I'll show it to you.
Well, keep in mind we're on YouTube.
I know.
We can edit.
It's good. I like to pull it out at parties. Let me see if I can.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No, it's okay. Can you see it?
Lefty's such a prude. Come on, Lefty.
I can, yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble for this. You don't even realize.
I'm not showing. It's technically my lower back.
There you go.
Lefty. Calm down.
No,
Calm down.
But yeah, so it's
There you
this
go.
device implanted in me, and it shocks my bladder, and they don't really know how it works, but for whatever reason, it makes it so I can pee, basically, and so I'm not in pain. Because for a long time, I was having problems peeing, and then I would pee in my pants just out of nowhere. I'd just be standing there, and suddenly I would just urinate. And it got really bad when you're in high school. It's not really cool to pee in your pants.
Not at all. Not at all. I learned
So
that.
it was really interesting there for a while, and then I moved here, and I found a doctor here that's great for my condition, and he put this device in, and they've had to implant it 4 or 5 times now because I keep breaking it.
Okay, and that's what that was the relation between the two. It was because you had such a tiny butt that you kept breaking it, right?
Yes, because I have no fat in my ass, and I
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
got a prescription for donuts and burgers.
You've already got the one implant back there. Would you ever consider getting maybe ass implants, like silicone butt implants?
I actually told my doctor we should do that. When the last one broke, I was like, can't you just put like an implant in there to help cushion it? And I have no problem having a bigger butt. That's perfectly fine with me. And he didn't do it. But yeah, no, I would totally do butt implants. Why the hell not?
Did you hear about the guy who was doing like black market plastic surgery, I guess, in his garage, and he gave the woman butt implants with Fix-A-Flat?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happened.
That's a good plan there.
So that's just a little warning story to
I
you.
should give that a try. Maybe that'll work.
Don't get any butt implants.
Joe, did Kyle make her uncomfortable or not?
I don't know. You know, I don't think he quite did the job. She got the composure. She didn't.
I agree with Joe here, Kyle.
With like after I just ran my dogs. You
Okay,
guys
I have a question.
me?
I have a question.
Yep.
Why aren't you better at your job? Why do they not sponsor every single episode?
Because I suck at my job.
Why? Why?
I did make a mistake this week. Well, I had a sponsor. I have a sponsor that will only advertise if I can be on a full episode. But that actually fell through because I was telling them I'd be on this episode, and then they ended up not being ready for their sponsorship. So I didn't get a sponsor this week because it fell through.
Yeah.
But
Joe, when you have your fights, do you ever go out there with no sponsors whatsoever?
No, I'm professional. My manager is professional, and we make sure we have sponsors every single fight.
Wow.
I see how it is.
Deal
Thanks, Joe.
I'm just now you look uncomfortable, right?
Got on my
Now you look
crap
uncomfortable.
list. Yeah.
So where are we at with NVIDIA?
Well, we're waiting. I told you this, Lefty. I guess you want me to tell everybody. We're waiting for the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need to prod them a little more.
No, we don't want to pry them right now.
Maybe over at
something
NVIDIA. Maybe over at NVIDIA, there's some really hot marketing chick that you could seduce and bring back to
That
your
is a
bedroom.
great idea. That's really that.
I'm totally
I'm all about it.
for you having sex for NVIDIA sponsorships, whatever it takes.
You're breaking up on me.
Am I?
It's not for us.
Not for us.
It's my computer because you didn't let me set up the new computer I bought. You didn't give me any time.
I want to see this new computer. What the hell is it?
Oh no, it's not a nice computer. It's for Bill. I bought it for Bill, but I figured I could use it this one time for Skype. Because this computer's just kind of it's got a lot of stuff running on it. Is the issue. So it's just like an HP something or another. It's like $500. I mean, like the cheapest laptop. Just something that would work.
Okay.
So.
Is that the Heather segment of the show?
I guess.
All
I'm
right,
upset.
Joe, who won?
I think I made it more uncomfortable than Kyle, but I'm gonna say that Heather beat Kyle.
Is a friend of Rock On 1M1. Yeah, Tiki Snee was going to buy a quarter show, and Rock On 1M1 said, no. You want to really get kick-ass delivery from the PKA crew, you buy a whole show. So Tiki Snee waited, and he saved up his money, and he bought a whole show. And fucking Heather didn't put it in
Now that you tell that story, I feel infinitely worse about that. Because first of all, we overshadowed him the first time, and then we kind of gave him a little bit of a middle finger the second time. It was just kind of just quit crying. You paid for a quarter show. No, you bought
First
a whole
we
show.
sold him short, and then we spit in his face.
Oh.
We really did a bad thing, Tiki Snee. We feel shitty. And even worse than that, I feel worse about this than that, Tiki Snee. Turns out my acetylene torch is not as hot as the fucking sun. We were wrong about that too. However, I do have a plasma cutter that burns at like 25,000 Celsius in my garage. So that is hotter than the surface of the sun.
Wait, 2,500 Celsius is not higher than the surface of the sun.
25,000 Celsius.
That is hotter than the surface of the sun.
That's pretty damn hot.
Let me ask you this, Kyle. How good was that salesman that sold you that acetylene torch? Did he say to you promises of the sun?
Woody kind of sold me on that.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Painkiller Already. In case you're new around here, this is a show about fucking your sister in an alternate dimension, where it rains lube and there are dildos. Lots of dildos. Kicking bullies' asses because sometimes violence is the solution. It's about video games, politics, and deciding whether you'd rather fuck a mermaid who's station bathrooms, white supremacy, and never backing down when some douchebag challenges you to fight at PAX. We laugh at our balding haters, ignore the commie judges in their skybox, wipe our tears with wads of YouTube money, and we command a goddamned army of fucknards. Around here, we know that Hodor is a bitch, that Woody runs the best Minecraft server in the multiverse, that Lefty is most likely a paraplegic, and that I'm made out of motherfucking gold. Our calves are stunning, our hairline's impeccable, and our stats are terrible. We are the Rape Squad Killers, and we're not going anywhere. So let's start the show. I'll be handling intros from now on.
We've got no sponsor tonight, so woodycraft.net.